We are a little late, and I am sorry for that. Brought up OBS, and then all of a sudden decided to not connect to my Twitch account. So that was fun. Had to fix that real quick. But we are here. Basically tabletop, Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday the 28th, and green pipe. Let's not do that. Okay. Cool. Alright. How's everyone doing? Hopefully good. Hopefully less scared than I feel right now. But fine. If I could just get like raw focus injected into my veins, that'd be great. Alright, anyway. We're painting white skies. We're starting to finishing up this piece. And maybe we'll wrap up the base today. Just waiting on the texture paint to dry the rest of the way. And then we'll begin working on this. This for reference, as I've been asked it a number of times. These are sprue bits, glued to the base, and then green stuff draped over them and then carved to look vaguely like volcanic stone. Is the idea. I think I'm starting to get fairly good at it. I hope. I think it looks pretty volcanic. Anyway, we'll get back to the thing we're actually painting. So, we're going to be doing Black Templar in the trenches, what I call them, the deep lines in the armor. I'm going to be using a size 0 sable brush to get in there real precise like. Notice my hands are a little shakier than normal. Let's just say normally not very shaky at all, but fine. One of those days, I guess. The painting always goes on. You can always fix stuff. Not the worst thing in the world. Adding just a little bit of water to this brush full so it kind of like flows more into this larger gap. I was meaning to make it easier to not streak out everything, and I managed to do it anyway by being dumb with my brush stroke. Just splaying the brush all over it. It's not too bad now. The rest will be gone by the highlight. Highlight, DH highlight, etc. It's fine. It's fine. House is on fire. It is fine. So in other news, the step-by-step walkthrough tutorial of the white armor that I paint for these white scars is now live. That can be found on the YouTube channel, on the Instagram, and a link to it in my Discord. So if you're in the Discord, you can find it under uploads, or you can find it on YouTube or Instagram. You can find links to all of these in the Linktree. I don't think you guys can see that Linktree from the timer. Command links, command Discord, command YouTube, command Insta. I do believe it all works. It should all work. It worked last time anyone used it. Or they'll all pop up in the chat eventually. Alright, that's pretty good. So far, the shading on this arm has come out really well. I really like the shading on this arm thus far. Actually, a lot of it. Just this entire arm, basically, has come out really sharp and clean, I feel. Maybe it's just me, but thus far, looks great. Alright, so next up is Corax White. Be a highlight, and I'm thinking for this guy, because it's dealing with arms and fingers and stuff, I'm gonna continue using the Size Zero Sable. I'm gonna see first if I can pull any from this big clod that is sitting here. Because my Corax White pot is a gooey mess. Corax White is... Honestly, everyone complains about White Scar. I put a little bit of airbrush thinner and airbrush flow improver into my White Scar, and then shook it like crazy with mixer beads. And now it's fine. I don't really have much of a problem with the White Scar. The Corax White, though, it'd kill me. Just end me. End this existence. Where I have to deal with Corax White like every single day. Nah, it's fine. 2023, I only have to deal with White on Raven Guard, Elites, and Officers. That's the goal. That's the hope. Unless someone's willing to pay me more money. If you're one of those people that would like this kind of white armor on your Space Marines, you can hit command and commissions for that. What else has been going on? Soon to enjoy Destiny 2. I've been getting back into it for 3 days now. I play super late at night after I determine that my work for the day is done, usually after dinner, which is at like 11 p.m. on average. It's whatever. And I'll play till like, you know, I'll eat, and then 11:30ish, 12 o'clock, I'll play till 2 in the morning, and then go to bed. Working through the Witch Queen campaign has been pretty good, pretty brutal, because I'm doing the legendary difficulty by myself. And man, cool design on like everything, basically. Well, maybe except for the glaive. I think the glaive's too big, but fantasy glaive. Why would I not think they would make it too big? Yeah, I could do with that thing being a bit smaller. As a fan of glaives in general, I really like glaives as a medieval weapon type. I don't know why it's so huge. I get that in theory we have the strength to lift it, but like I really don't. I don't know. I think part of it is also when I first saw it on my Titan's back in the tower, the angle it was at it just made it look so much bigger, and it felt like it dwarfed my Titan. I'm like, really? Why does this glaive make my Titan look small? That's ridiculous. The dimensions are all off here. That I find it a little underwhelming in power, but granted, I did just get, I know you do, like, level it up and it gets, like, better, I guess, but I think it's just mainly the damage. I think the damage is a little whatever. Especially for, like, a melee weapon. Melee weapon where, like, a glaive's primary advantage in real life is its reach. It's basically a short, it's like a short sword. A short sword's really just anything you can easily wield with one hand. That can be a lot of different lengths, but it's basically a short sword on a spear shaft. Which the idea of that is that would give you reach, but the way combat works in Destiny, like, reach isn't really a thing. So, like, and I get that you can shoot with it, and shooting is, like, decent. It's like, okay. I haven't gotten used to the fact that it has a shield function. I keep forgetting to use it in combat. I guess it's because I always had better guns to use for range combat. I don't know. I'm having a hard time fitting it into my repertoire. Which is, like, weird for new Destiny guns. I mean, before that, the only one I really had a problem with was, like, I guess, like, the submachine gun. The submachine gun was okay. Yeah, probably submachine guns, probably the weird ones. But, like, bows, no problem bows. I like bows a lot. I rack up some kills with bows. I did, like, immediately find a nice legendary scout rifle. I don't remember its name at all, because it's not, like, it doesn't have a cool name. And it has, I immediately got a full auto artifact, relic, what do they call those? The things you put on to give them stuff. Thing to make a scout rifle, which is a semi-auto marksman weapon. Make it full auto. And then I was able to get a thing that gave it shield piercing rounds, which doesn't pierce energy shields. It pierces the physical shields that some enemies use to completely block enemy fire. So now those guys are screwed. Knights and those Scorn ones whose names I don't remember. The round shields. I haven't tried it on phalanxes yet from the Cabal. I assume it works on their shields too. That's actually pretty nice. It does more damage to vehicles, turrets, bosses, and there was another thing. Stuff that aren't normal dudes. Although I could replace the full auto with a different relic that may do more damage against those too, and then I'm just doing more damage against everything, which, you know, fair enough. Just full auto scout rifle feels so nice. It feels like the mat when you go from the Madoc to the what is it called? Not the Centurion. The Harrier? Cerberus Harrier? Is that what it was called in Mass Effect 3? Take the hard-hitting semi-auto and just make it full auto. Or you go from the M1 Garand to the bar. Particularly in an enlisted. Because that game remembers that you're shooting 30-06. That's a heavy round. So M1 Garand, it's, you know, unless they have a perk for increased health, which as I level up is getting more and more prevalent, but still. It's usually one shot to the chest kills. And then you get a bar, which I still haven't unlocked, but I pick it up every now and again. Someone's carcass. The game remembers you're firing a full auto M1 Garand, because that's basically what the Browning automatic rifle is. His fingers get right into that grip there. Yeah, overall, I'm liking getting back in Destiny 2. It feels good. Considering it's been like, after reviewing the timeline, I think like 3 years, nearly 3 years since I played. Really played last. Oh, thanks for the follow, Samurai. I appreciate that. I'm hoping you're liking the stream. And me, I was rambling about Destiny 2 before. I have no idea if anyone has any idea what I'm talking about, but you know. I think that's it for the Korak split. Oh, nope. We have to do the, inside of the Vambrace. I kind of just blanked out entirely as to what to talk about. Just completely lost my train of thought. Now the League of Votan are going to be hitting my local store soon. The pre-order prices are posted today, and I know at least 2 people are definitely getting a bunch, so that'll be fun. To be fair, I don't get to play super often anyway. It's not right now. There we go. Alright, White Scar for the itch highlights. Like I was saying before, like ironically, White Scar does not give me nearly as much trouble as everyone complains about now that I found a fix. Which, for reference, is I took some airbrush thinner and flow improver, poured some directly into the pot, put some mixing beads in there, and then shook the absolute crap out of it. So don't have one of those pot vibrators. I should look into those again. I've heard they've gotten way cheaper since I looked at them a few years ago. So maybe I should just get one of those. Then what comes out, at least on the top up here, where I can scoop out, is actually fairly smooth and liquid, so it's all good. Normally I'd start at the top and work my way down, but I don't know. I felt like I should start here. It's probably gonna throw me way off later when I'm trying to assess what I've painted and not painted yet. The only complaint I have so far with getting back in Destiny 2 is that it is taking a fair bit of time away from painting my personal stuff, and I do have a new project that I'm excited about. Especially now that the Relic Sakaran is finally done. I had to do something infantry. Like originally, I was supposed to be tribalizing my Storm Raven, but I needed a break from doing a vehicle, so I started on a character. Even though it's a character that's gonna look awesome, but I don't have a lot of gameplay use for right now. It's just kind of just to look really cool until I guess Terminator Librarians get some kind of use again. And this one stands out because it is a third-party sculpt. That I'm doing even more stuff to it because I can't help myself. It just... What? You made this character look even like cooler? Let me work on that further because I'm insane. Just can't leave well enough alone. What even is this track? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting it. As airlock. Alright. Better. Better. No, I didn't say good, I said better. Oh hey, Former. How you doing, man? Oh, nah, Grandpa Nurgle gave you a visit. Dude, you should know by now if you see plague bearers, you shoot them at range, you don't get in close. Even Space Marines know that. Mr. American is pretty good. Yeah, I can't actually complain. Relic Sakaran picks went out today. The new updated white armor tutorial went up yesterday. I'm enjoying getting back into Destiny 2. We got a new personal project that I'm not really making a whole lot of progress on because I'm playing Destiny again. And yeah. Yeah, I can't complain. Oh, I'm back into... Oh yeah, I did that. Ditch that. After my week went wonky last week, I'm back to a full workout routine again as of today. Because, you know, after not working out for like 5 days straight, I was like, I should probably ease back into what I was doing before. Today was back to full go. You know, things are moving forward. Always aiming for progress. I don't do well with sitting around and nothing happening. I'm just not the type. In fact, me setting up this stream, like programming the what do you call it? Frame? Not the frame, the overlay, and all that stuff. Like originally, a couple months ago, like I had been getting back into streaming for a while, but it was just like I was like hitting some burnout, and I was like, I'm gonna take a weekend. It was like a 3-day weekend, and not do anything. I lasted 24 hours, and then I was inspired to set this up and do my first stream like that same day, and then just roll into it. Like I can't stop myself. It is as much of a curse as it sounds. I am always towing that burnout line. But yeah, I hope you feel better, Former. It's always like one of the most annoying things to happen to me is getting sick. It's like, no, I'm gonna fall behind schedule. So many things I wanna do and I can't do anything because I can't even think. Usually just ends up me playing video games for like 3 days straight. Not sure why it reminded me, but that reminds me. I think tonight I'm going to do another fast. Like I'm going to eat around 6-ish, and then I'm not going to eat until tomorrow at 6-ish. Yeah. Good 24-hour fast. As for you, Former, eat more food. You need more food. You need some soup. You need some oranges. Vitamin C tablets, like, by the handful. Like, literally. Like, literally. Like, mash the vitamin C button. Mash it like it's my follow button. Food? Yeah. Have more food. You're sick. Your body needs sustenance. Needs fuel. You know I drink tea. Wait, you just don't need food? Is that your thing? Liquid only diet? Or is it a stomach bug? So like you just can't keep it down. swallowing of solid food hurts. Ah, gotcha. Sounds like it's time for good soup. I have a little bit of cleanup to do, and then pop some transfers on this. I also haven't talked whole day. Vow of silence, I see. Trust me, I wanted. I have things to say. I got things on my mind. First things first, I'ma say all the things that got inside my head. But no, it's first things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. Yeah, that's it. Man, I know, like, basically the entire song, but I keep screwing up the first line. It's so bad. But it also hurts. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I use text-to-speech in work. just becoming the emperor via Grandpa Nurgle. There we go. Nice. Clean. Yeah, there's some spots that could use some white cleanup. I don't like it, but I gotta. Let's get some. Base coat is nope. Army painter, matte white. Thing on the screen. Not what I'm saying. Almost said apothecary white. Man, at this rate, I swear, this white recipe is gonna end up being the only thing I ever say, and it's gonna end up on my tombstone. All 8 steps. The whole 8-step thing. Just... good God. Love that color. Which one? The lack of color to the bright or lack of color to the dark? No, I'm joking. I get what you mean. I appreciate that. It is actually an heavy metal recipe with a couple additions of my own. My white from Army Painter is my favorite white. Ah, yeah, it's a pretty good white. I've definitely dealt with worse. I need to get some of that white out of that shade area. Pronto. No. You're ruining it. You're ruining my magnificent shades. I just commented earlier how I thought the shades were really well on here. In this arm. A good shade. I gotta fix the... I'm fixing the inside here too. I'm gonna use Black Templar for that. Yeah, it's a good white. It's not a perfect white, That's a good white. Red white scarf still isn't my favorite. Yeah, like I was mentioning before, I had to. It is good for dry brushing. What I was saying earlier was that I fixed my pot by putting some airbrush flow improver and airbrush thinner in the pot with some mixing beads, shaking the crap out of it, and now it's most of it's pretty like liquid and smooth. Like, I'm not even joking. That's what I did. I was like, this whole pot's getting thinned out. Screw it. What's the worst I'm gonna do? Ruin it? White scar. It was born ruined. It was born a broken child. It was such a nightmare before that. Dude, I'm so ready to move on to the next guys in the White Scars Commission. It's gonna be another week before I can. Got this guy and 2 more assault intercessors. And I'm done with the troops. All the troops are done. The apothecary's done. And it's 3 outriders, 3 blade guard vets, blade guard ancient, chaplain on bike, and Kasarakan. I still need to put up probably mid next week, because I'm thinking it'll be around the Monday stream of the 10th. Around then is when I'd be moving on to my next thing. It takes an average of 2.5 to 3 days, especially how I'm juggling a bunch of other things right now, so I'm not even painting as much as I normally would, or commission painting as much as I normally would. But more like 3 days average to complete one of these. Complete an assault intercessor. Oh, screw it. Originally, these were the soft seal highlights were Dawnstone with no oil over them to smooth them down, but like, I'm just gonna fix the white overspray with Eshin Gray, which is really close. They were like perfect before. It's kind of annoying. What is this track and why? This playlist, Epidemic Sound, but it's through own 3D. I have no idea how to say their name. Like, what is the correct way? And just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Maybe I should go back to trying to build my own playlist. I don't know. Yeah, this is fine. This is okay. Whatever. Where am I? I need a little bit more black on the seal closest to the forearm. And then I'm popping a transfer on this. We're moving on to the chainsaw arm. Great. Perfect. Awesome. Yay. Nope. Found our spot needs fixing. There's a shaky handstay. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Man, high quality painting commissions on troops. Like, why? What I was giving you. Alright, putting some micro set on, I'm gonna pull the camera over here, because that's where all the stuff's happened. I want, not that. I'll use this brush. Gonna coat this. Up there. As you can see, I've been airbrushing a lot more just directly on my cutting mat because I'm a savage. Got tired of having to grab the, what do you call it, the box I normally use as a back end. If it's a small thing, I'll just do it like the base. Which I think is almost dry, actually. Yeah, I might. Yeah, you know what? After we pop on the transfer, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do the base, and I can put the body on it. Exacto knife, which I need to still clean some green stuff off of, but whatever. Yeah, later. I just keep forgetting. What is this? Why haven't I heard it before? Trying to find my tweezers. Here we go. Now, how's the chat doing? How are the people? Have you sharpened your pitchforks yet? Against what? I don't know. I'm sure it's something to choose. Pick one. Pick one. Me included. Does that be amusing? My camera over this way. It's dry. Actually, it's not completely dry. It's it went over here a little bit. Let's try to grab some of the excess out of there. Alright, we'll give that another minute. In the meantime, I'm going to shade the base. This Nolan oil is a little weird because this also has some airbrush flow improver in, because I was putting it through my airbrush a while back for reasons. And, you know, I don't like to waste paint, so I poured it back in here, and now it's kind of weird. I can't say I hate it. It being thinner means it needs more coats, but it does give me a lot more control. Although I don't need a lot of control for this specifically, because it's just kind of hitting this and then dry brushing the whole thing with Dawnstone, and then hang the rocks with Nolan oil again. Put more up there. Cool. It's So that can be drying while I'm messing with the transfer, I guess. Wow, what is this track called? Speaking of, like, if I go back to my own tailored playlist, I should probably start picking these out and, you know, adding them to the playlist. Sweet deal. Alright. As far as I'm concerned, this one slaps. Let's try it. Yeah, try. Where's my camera feed? I know what we're looking at. Yeah, let's try. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in the middle here. More water on the brush and try to drag off this transfer. What was it? Pretty sure it was last week. Last week I was doing a transfer something. Oh, it was the knee pad on this guy. That thing shot off the cardboard like so fast and hard. It took me by surprise. I'm like, wow, that is the easiest I've ever had a transfer come off. Like, I just whoop off and on the brush. Sweet. Never goes that easy. Immediately after that awesome track, it's ASMR of polishing shoes. Because why is that in here? I don't know. Where'd my X-Acto knife go? Oh, here it is. Use the back of it to drag it very gently where I want. Oh, can't see it. Cool. And we'll pop micro sole on that, which you're gonna be pretty careful with, because normally I would wait until the water I put under the transfer to dry, but I'm in a rush. Place and not rub or swath. Dab. Gonna dab on this. Dabbing all day. Alright, I don't want to put any more in that because any more of that might start messing with the paint. Now that dries. That alongside the base. They be drying. I can move on to the chain sword. Yay! Hey, Venom. So Micro said just help hold in place. So Micro said, also, hi, Venom. Nice to see you. Micro said there's a few things. So both Micro said and Micro Soul are acidic, so they'll melt the plastic that the transfer is on. Which is how it has the effect of you know, flattening it over curves and stuff, which is the main point of using it. With enough of it, it also melts paint. Like I've turned a shoulder pad and it's just a gooey mess. It looked awful by using too much Micro Soul. Micro says the much weaker of the two, but it does slightly weaken the if I understand this correctly. People can correct me if I'm wrong, if you know better. Slightly, like ever so slightly, to melt the most top surface of the paint so that there's more adhesion. And then, hold on, it says all this on the thing. Softens decals, it does do that. Improves adhesion, there you go. It also did remove decals, because it melts the stuff. And, it also has a bit of a matting effect, as does Micro Soul. So, it, you know, they both mat it all down, color-wise, like mattes, M-A-T-T-E. Normally, they would recommend you use this as the second wave in microsoul only if it's being tricky. I just skipped to the microsoul because it always takes some microsoul. It just always does. So you put your micro set on as your base, if you will, then put the transfer, then the microsoul. Allow to dry. If it still has like wrinkles or whatever, you put a little bit more microsoul, and you do it in layers, like like you do painting. All right, chainsword arm. Also, Venom, have you seen the big piece that was revealed today? That's good to know. I both comment. They really like amped up my transfer game. But yeah, the picks for the Relic Sakaran are out finally. The my personal projects that I've been doing with my off time. If I didn't have this giant commission, I would be doing that on stream, because that'd probably be a lot more interesting for people. Here, I got it right here. Same with my current personal project. My new personal project would be really cool, but I need this commission done. This is the Relics of Kern in its full glory. I need to pull the zoom back so you can actually see this monstrosity. The pictures are better, but here it is in person. Which there are so many tiny details on this thing. Let's see if the camera can pull it. You can focus. Focus. Is it focus, damn you? Won't focus. Hold on. There we go. The hide has an Inquisition tattoo. Or a brand. I thought it was a brand. So, could be a heretic. Could be a rogue inquisitor. Who knows? Little skull brand in this one. You know, someone slayed for execution. That is a Necron in the colors of a local Necron player. I have a local Iron Warriors player. A local... actually, he also plays Word Bearers. Another Necron piece, because actually there's multiple I have like 3 local Necron players, so like more Necron bits is fine. Oh yeah, and Gene Stealer. I actually have a lot of Gene Stealer victories under my belt, so... there's an orc guy. We got more orcs, Tau. The guy I'm painting the white scars for, he's talked to me before about potentially having me start painting up some Alpha Legion for him. So this was kind of a test run for me. Of trying it out. I kind of like how this came out, to be honest. And then Kroot goes Tau. Goes screw the Tau. And yeah. And this thing took me forever. Some of these feather bits started as pieces from the Corvus Cabal, but like everything else is green stuff. Like all this is green stuff. There's actually individual large feathers on here, as well as the small like ruffle bits. And the hides are all green stuff. That's freehand. That was done on stream. Something like it was a month and a half ago. There is a VOD of that on my YouTube channel. But yeah, that was actually before I did the tribal stuff. This thing was almost entirely scrap made. There's a bunch of bits, like the feathers and the hides and this thing up here and spear. Those are bits, but like, this is not a thing. This is a thing I made. And there's green stuff involved as well. These are actually Q-tips. Here. Not even joking. They're Q-tips with the ends clipped off. And then jewelry chain. And I took a rotary tool with buzzsaw blades to make the bow damage on this guy. Thanks, man. I am loving how that came out. And my next plan originally was me giving a similar a similar treatment to the Storm Raven. However, I was just really tired from that because that took me like a month of my free time. to do that, like multiple entire weekends. So I switched over to doing a character for my Raven Guard, which I won't be using anytime soon because it's a Terminator Librarian, a third-party sculpt actually that I was given as an Instagram giveaway along with 2 others. So it's a really cool sculpt. I have here the base is almost done. Almost done. This is just how the base came. Like, VO Wargaming. I don't think you can get this guy anymore, actually, because I was given this like a year ago. But, his other stuff, amazing. The weird bit, the challenge for me is, they were originally, like, third-party, Grey Knights or something akin to Grey Knights, so a lot of, like, heavy gothic details and stuff. Which looks really cool, but how am I gonna... I gotta figure out how I'm gonna integrate that into my, like, tribal theme. Right now I'm kind of just focused on painting the main guy, and then, like, adding stuff afterwards. I find that, like, easier, more often than not. Like I did the tank. Anyway. Is this dry? It is dry. It does need another coat. Just to smooth that down a bit more. Yeah. Oh, and the white armor tutorial is out. You can find that in the uploads in Discord or my Instagram or my YouTube. You can use command links, command YouTube, command Insta, command Discord. You know the stuff. That's all in the chat, if desired. What am I looking for? Microsoul. I know what I'm doing. I think. Kinda. Now I've kind of hit a weird spot where I think until, Oh, you know what? I could make a tutorial for green stuffing the, like, carving the rocks for the White Scar spaces in the next Intercessor or something. Because I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna make tutorials of until I start the next round of White Scar dudes. Which I need to make a poll as to which ones I'm doing next. I want to do that thing for the Discord. But yeah. What I really have to do is set some more time aside to work on merch designs. VO Wargaming. Hold on, I'll pull up his website and pop it in the chat. He's actually fairly local to me. Yeah, his Silver Wardens is the line. He was doing a giveaway last year of 3 of his Silver Warden minis. I had one of them swapped out. I forget. I think it was his captain or something, or... Oh no, he does still have this model. It's under the Bibliothecary. Jeez. Okay, so that model still exists. Yeah, I think I was gonna get the Grand Master. I swapped it out. Oh, it's the Chaplain. He doesn't have the Chaplain anymore. So I have his Chaplain model. That the Chaplain no longer exists, but yeah, I got his technical soldier, his tech marine, his bibliothecary, bibliothecary. I don't know. Librarian and his Chaplain, which his Chaplain doesn't exist anymore. So unfortunate. Originally, I was gonna do the Chaplain because I could use a Terminator Chaplain. But after looking at the sculpts, I was like, I want to do some psychic stuff. I want to make some psychic effects, and like, I got ideas. And good lord, this ASMR crap, hate it. I can't remove stuff from the playlist. I have to slowly, like, build up my own playlists. Speaking of which, I'll add this one to the playlist. This one's not too bad. It's fine. probably should sit down and just make that. It's like 2 hours of listening to like mediocre techno and like a few good tracks, and then yeah. All right. I put a second layer on that. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good. Now it's just drying, still drying, still wet. Okay, moving on. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. like, what am I doing? Where am I? Who am I? Why do I have a paintbrush? Just full yeah, let's set the camera back for painting again. And get off that 3.0 zoom right there. A bit much. Normally sit on 2.0. Alright. Let's what do I want to do first? There's not a whole lot of black. I'll knock the black out first. It's basically just a shoulder soft seal and the palm and the hilt. That's pretty quick. Get that out of the way. What you been up to, Venom? I expect equally amazing thing. No, I'm messing with you. What are you doing though? Actually, I don't know why I'm saying messing with you. Based on your first minute, you'll be superseding me in like 6 months. Like, you'll be giving me tips and tricks in like 8 months. You can expect it, but I got a long way to go to ever get to your level. I don't know, man. I ain't joking about your first mini there, that infiltrator. That was fairly impressive. This is too big of a brush for this nonsense, but I'm almost done. I'll make sure the mess goes upward, where it's gonna get steel. Well, lead belcher, anyway. It just strikes me sometimes how awesome of a name that is, lead belcher. It feels 40k. Like in the dark grimness, Mad Maxness of it. Oh yeah, have you finished any more of those infiltrators? If you have, I expect pictures. I expect them in my Discord. I expect that in about 30 seconds. I have a bunch primed, thinking I'm just going to just paint all the weapons / arms, then the heads, and the rest, instead of one full guy at a time. That's what I was doing at first. I was taking like all the left arms in a squad. Then I did like 2 10-man squads like that, and then I was ready to gouge my eyes out. And now to keep it fresh painting wise, especially when you get to highlighting at my level, you're just doing the same like Dawnstone highlight, for example, for like 5 hours straight worth of painting before moving on to something else. And I'm like, I can't do this. And now I do it like this, where it's one full piece of a guy, and then put on the guy, and then one full piece, and then I'm also able to look at the progress constantly. So I'm like, okay, I take the I'm gonna add this to the playlist too. I am gonna make a playlist so we no longer have to deal with the ASMR nonsense. Oh, I haven't had any time to get paint on anything in a week now. Jeez, if I didn't think about highlights all at once. Blah. Yeah, exactly. So now, like, I do all the, I'll say, like, the front leg and the chest. So now I've done all those different colors, the reds, the blacks, the front pouch, all the white. Then I do all the back. And that now I've done, in addition, I've done a purity seal, and a pistol holster, and the transfer there. and I pop them together, and wow, now I've got this thing. This thing looks really cool, and that encourages and motivates me. So now I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna go on and make this arm all the way, and now I've done a weapon and another transfer. And then usually I actually didn't center that properly. Oh well. Because of the angle, I don't think it'll. I don't know. I'm sure gonna try to think about it. Until I get the mile on the base, I can't attach the arms because I need to know what the angles are exactly. But if this were done prior, that body would be on the base, and then I attach the arm. Like, oh, nice, the arm's attached, and I'm seeing the progress, and it's fueling further progress. It doesn't feel like I'm just trudging through that. Like, if I had to do, say this squad is 8 guys, 8 SR106. If I had to do 8 chainsword arms white, or 8 left legs white armor in a row with 8 steps of the armor, I think you think I'm going insane right now. You've not seen nothing. I'm thinking the steel next. Well, it's not got the steel. Not with this brush. A better brush. So like, it's really helped me as I've gone higher and higher in the detail level to do fewer things to completion and then move on to the next thing, which you know makes sense why sometimes I'll see work in progresses on Instagram by these phenomenal, like, world-class painters, as I call them, world-class painters. And it's like, here's an axe, like this one I actually saw recently. Here's an axe, non-metallic metal, the entire thing, and it was this gorgeous, like, gold inlaid, high detail on this otherwise flat axe head, with the power fields and everything, OSL and all this stuff. It's like, wow, it just blow your mind. And it's like, yeah, I got some more work done on the axe, and it's just like sticking on like blue tack on like a painting handle. And I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense why he would do just the axe. Like, you're just doing the axe. Because now you're just focusing on the thing and seeing it come to completion, and if the rest of the model is ready for it to be attached, you attach it on, like, I've made progress. Yes, I can see it. It's not theoretical. It's not in my head. Yeah, so that's why, unless I'm doing low quality, like a tier 1, like just tournament standard, like large commission, and that's why I don't do what do they call it? Like the bulk. I don't do bulk painting, basically. I don't even bulk prime anymore. Now that I got the airbrush, I just prime what I need. I prime all the stuff from one mini. Part of that is also because I have them all attached to these, like, nails and corks. I only have so many of these. So, like, I can't have more than maybe 2 intercessors worth attached to these anyway. And that's if I was doing just the white scars. I want some of those for my guys. It's like, you know, I got stuff for that librarian attached to them, which I'm gonna make sure it stays blurry so it doesn't give stuff away. Because if I can't do it on stream, I want this as a surprise, so like it just comes and hits you all at once. I'm weird like that. So yeah, that's some of the logic as to my workflow, like my workflow theory. Because it's not just about efficiency. Like, you're not a robot. You're a human that's trying to make art. Even if, like, I'm doing it for work, it's still art. There's got to be some artistic expression, or it's gonna become dead and boring and work. It's gonna become work. So you gotta find ways of instilling some passion, which is why, like, I do a bunch of additional crap to these guys. These white scars that weren't in the commission, just so it feels like I'm creating something. It's like the freehand on the sergeants. I just do that. I just do that because I feel like it should be there. and it's cool for me, and I'm learning new techniques, and I'm getting better at other techniques I'm still, you know, rather new to. Like freehand in general, I'm relatively new to compared to some of the other techniques I've been using for much longer. So more opportunities to freehand is better. But where it makes sense. Like, I'd only do that on sergeants, for example. Like those specific freehands. This all makes sense? I hope I'm not just rambling and lost in my own head. Oh, that's another thing. Especially while you're new. And no one really expects anything of you. Go nuts! You'd see a cool thing. Like, I did. Okay. This was last year? Yeah, this was last year. Almost exactly a year ago now. Yeah, it was my local game store's Christmas party. And one of the guys that I didn't really interact in person with a whole lot in the store, because we usually went to the store at different days of the week. And the rare occasions I did go to the store. But you'd see my stuff in the store's, you know, Discord and Facebook group and stuff. Be like, hey dude, he actually yelled this from across the store. Hey dude, well, actually yelled my name. How'd you get so good at painting? And I'm like, straight up, no joke. I see cool stuff on Instagram and I try it. Like, that's it. That's the thing. I'm like, I want my guys to look like that. Let's go. So like one of the first techniques I learned, it was actually about the same time I was starting to actually do highlighting. Like, this is how early in my like painting growth I was doing like crazy stuff. Was like glowing lenses, like different ways of making like either OSL lens or just like the multi-shade, like the multi-shade, like in, this actually isn't the best example of it, but you get the idea. Like you know, lenses that stand out, you know, like this guy. That's actually a much better example. I've done like crazier ones still. I just don't remember on which guys there are, because this is about the point where I found an easy way of doing it, like kind of halfway. It's not like the best eye lenses I've ever done, but it functions for like an intercessor that I've already decked out anyway. Like, you know, does he really need more? Now that I'm getting better at like precision, son of a. Well, I just knocked one of my guys off, and I'm pretty sure it just knocked a bit off him. I don't know where. I saw something fly towards me. What's missing on him? Yep, there's definitely a thing. Oh, he had a bone bayonet. Hold on. My phone, which is normally my flashlight, is the camera. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with that after the stream. That's frustrating. I have my guys so close to the edge so I can fit more guys on this shelf, and it's apparently a problem. Okay, anyway. Oh yeah, all makes sense. I think some creativity may be lost with just assembly lining it like I was thinking. Yeah, basically that's kind of like my infiltrators. I did them assembly line, and yeah, they only have like they're pretty bare bones compared to my other guys these days. Also, I think I gotta take a quick break here. Not for that reason, but I gotta do a quick bathroom break. And hopefully not run over my bone bayonet, wherever that flew off to. Unless it's on me? Nope, it definitely flew past me. I knew I saw something fly off. I purchased some RG upgrade spruce, Shrek, a Hellbrecht base to use with Shrek. That sounds cool. A chop on a bike and some random bits all coming like barbed wire for terrain. Nice. I need to get some of that and stop making my own, because the stuff I make just takes so long and it's like so finicky. I gotta just buy some barbed wire. So I plan to work on when my kid isn't sick anymore. Fair enough. Totally here, and yeah, definitely take care of your kid. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Alright. I'm back. Oh, what happened to Pallet Angel? Over there. Must have hit it. Alright. Anyway, we are back. I am back. Oh. So yeah, I've been I have this really like weird way of making barbed wire. It kind of just happened by accident. I started doing it, but I should just buy some. Because my barbed wire, if you actually really stare at it, not actually that good. Oh yeah, the pommel. Okay. So, actually, like the stems, the cut up stems of a fake plant. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna think of a way to get fine wire to look like it had barbs. Yeah, mine's not even that fine. It's pretty thick, which is one of my biggest complaints about it. But yeah, it came out of by accident. I was clipping this fake fern for like plant bits for this jungle scenery base for this crazy commission thing I did last year. And while I'm clipping them off, I realized the stems, if I clipped fern leaves off with a little bit remaining, it looked like razor wire. However, it's pretty thick, and while you can bend it around, it's fairly springy, so it has a tendency of, if it gets messed with, then it has a tendency of breaking the glue and just going nuts. So it's not actually that great. It was just a nice 2-for-1 on this otherwise, like, scenery, like, this showpiece, basically. Yeah, I should just buy some actual barbed wire if I'm gonna use barbed wire. Okay, I'm not appreciating this track. This track is a bit nuts. Oh, I got 1 set eliminators too. Nice. I forgot I primed those yesterday. I want to try the reactive camo idea with the snow on base. Nope. Maybe. One day. I stop spending on this already. That's sorry, you're screwed. That's nope. That won't stop. You're it's too late for you. Too late for all of us. Like, yeah, nah, you're in too deep already. Like, especially if you ever actually play, like, get to playing, it's all over. Went so fast, I don't know what happened. Yeah, As someone that has probably like $300 worth of third-party bits, not even guys, just bits. Well, like, I don't have to make third-party, like, full dude sculpts. I just like the bits so I can make GW guys look way better. Full sculpts, actually, a lot of time, I find a little, like, weird because they wouldn't fit into the rest of my army that well, but these were... The one I'm painting now, they were, like I said, a giveaway. And, these I did particularly like. They're pretty good. It's pretty good. Especially a Tech Marine. I was so annoyed it all went down right after I finished painting my own Primaris Tech Marine of like the normal Primaris Tech Marine. Because his was so much cooler, and I'm like, I don't want to paint another one, but I like it. Just like, kill me. Kill me now. Like, his Tech Marine has that Doc Ock thing going on. Like, it's so awesome. I was like, I could do so much cool stuff with this. It's just... Nope. Poorly timed. That was nearly a year ago. I still haven't gotten it. I'm just getting to paint the first one. Yeah, it's something I'm looking forward to next year, is that even if I don't get more commissions, at least I'll be able to stream painting my own guys, so my own guys will be making progress again. And I can say it's work on top of that. Right, I should do the usual thing of painting the Dawnstone and then no-oiling all the stuff and then do the highlights. Oh yeah, I may as well get the... This is gonna get a red glaze anyway. I like to put red glazes in the vents and these slits in the back here to show heat coming off from the chainsword motor. Nice little thing I do. I think it's a cool addition. What's it just saying? Dawnstone. Dawnstone on the soft seals and the hilts, which will only take a second if I can find my Dawnstone. I just decided to go blind and dumb at the same time. I will say I'm already sitting on basically what my next big hobby purchase is, so I'm not going to be actually buying barbed wire anytime soon, or the paint thing, paint vibration machine mixer thing. Because I already have an order in for an Age of Darkness box. This is how it goes, Venom. So you're aware. This is how hobby spending works. I have a Google Doc that tracks my entire collection. Like, I have it listed every model I own, every full model that I can definitively say. Like the bits I can't, like, you know, I'm, you know, if I just say I know I have all the stuff to make this guy, for example, it's on the list. And I have them in, like, I have them assigned to companies, squad numbers. If they're already built in stuff and they're, like, you know, default quote-unquote loadout, which is probably the first one I painted, because I don't, even though I magnetize next to everything, I don't usually paint all of the options available to them. Like, the only one I've really done that for is my land speeder. So I have them all listed, I have them all documented, and I also have them listed as to what is built and what's fieldable and what's painted and what's finished. I own about 200, just over 200 models. About 60 of them are done. I think. Just double check that. Something around a quarter of them are done. And I'm about to buy a box with 50 plus more models. Because why not? Not like I'm poor or anything. I am poor, that's the joke. But like $250 isn't gonna like radically change my situation right now. Like, it's not gonna get me a car and then continue to pay for it. So it's whatever. I've gotten to the point where I can be okay with spending $250 in a lump thing if it's for something that's not dedicated to survival. So I'm getting that because I've wanted it for like months. It's just waiting for my game store to get in the mail, and I'm hoping they've actually ordered it because I've asked twice and I still have not gotten like a confirmation that like it's happening. They don't always give out confirmations? I don't know. Haha, I've had a list that's quite long too of things I want, including third-party bits. I was tracking costs of them, but that got depressing, so I moved those. Yeah, I set myself a fun money budget per month. Yeah, basically, that's basically how it goes. I can't even do it monthly because my income is very irregular because it's all contracts. It's either painting contracts, which I've not gotten a new one in like forever, or it's website contracts, which has been the main thing keeping me going this year. And then soon, I'm hoping some Twitch income, a little bit here and there. There it goes. I'm also trying to, I really gotta work on the merchandise store more, because I've got way better designs coming than what's up there. Just sitting down and doing them. It's very irregular. I've had multiple months in a row where I didn't make a dime, but I had made just enough out of large contract payouts the month before those couple months that, you know, I had to stretch a few things towards the end, but like I was okay. I survived. I paid my bills. I usually had food. What are you gonna do? At this point, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I chose this. I am choosing this. And I am slowly growing. Things are slowly getting better. In a few different ways. That's all good. Now I'm gonna no-oil the soft seals and the steel. I'm probably gonna do the highlights in the steel, like immediately. And we'll see where the stream is there. Guys, we're coming up on the end here. And, I got a few things I have to do. Well, I try at least to lurk as often as I can to help viewership. I do appreciate that a lot, because we are getting quite close to, affiliate. We have the 50 followers, as of today, definitely. Even besides Twitch being weird and saying I had 50 in... Like, it says I have 51 followers right now, because I got a follower early in the stream. However, for the last, like, week, it has said 50, but, and it says 50 on my channel homepage, but for the insights and the achievements that unlock your channel features, it said I had 49. Like, a solid week. I'm like, really? You gonna do me like that? Now at 51, it definitely, like, has to, like, at least give me Star Community, which will give me VIP badges. Affiliate, now it's down to the viewership, as you were saying. Average of 3 concurrent viewers, which we're getting closer to every week. As of this morning, yeah, I was at about 2.5. I keep touching the pommel. It's wet. It's like an easy anchor point. Yeah, like 2.55. You know, honestly, this stream is probably going to keep it about neutral, because I had a good while in the beginning of the stream that was like one person view. Which is fine. That's just how it goes. My hope. It's really just growing up the really good nights. It's usually the nights that are the good ones, especially Friday nights. Not all Friday nights, but the good Friday nights do really well. And then they bump me up just a little bit, because they make up for the lesser ones. And the really bad ones, like, of one person, like an average of 1.5 people per stream, like, I'm slowly knocking those out of the last 30 days. It's all based on rollover. I forgot to do the top nubs up here. I have to do that. So we're getting there. We're getting to affiliate. And I'm excited when we do, because I already have some emotes ready. And I got a bunch of ideas for more on the way. Like, ones I could do, like, pretty quickly. The other thing, this actually helped with the merchandise thing that I keep mentioning, and the emotes. Airlock. Get out of here. When we hit affiliate, I want to add or pop in one of the paint streams. I don't know when how I'm gonna schedule it exactly, but I want to do the art stream, like a straight up art stream, where it's me drawing on my tablet, streaming that, of me making emotes and merchandise things and hanging out, because I won't actually have to babysit my viewer account, and I can experiment a bit more. So doing stuff like gaming and art streams and stuff, like I'm not yeah, right? But I gotta get to the point where it's not gonna mess with me. Also, like, what's the point of making the emotes if you guys can't use the emotes because I don't have affiliate? Like, I need affiliate before you guys can even use the emotes I'm drawing. You know? So, like, yeah. So, we're almost there. Just keep up the lurking. It goes for the rest of you silent lurkers. I'm pretty sure I have a couple in there right now, based on the viewer number they're giving me. Got a few silent lurkers. I really appreciate you. Let's, you know, keep it strong. Keep it rolling. Oh yeah, I got those little nubs. And then, you know, maybe another couple weeks. I was hoping maybe next week, but it's probably gonna be the week after. We'll hit that 3 average. Yeah, actually. Yeah, no. I'll do the nubs first, and then I'll look at my stats real quick. Yeah, stats report. I'm pretty sure I can measure it out looking at the graphs. Yeah, like if all things remain the same, reasonable prediction. Oh yeah, we should raid someone, I think, at the end of this. I don't know if anyone's on that we know, but let's try something. Let's try to raid somebody. I'm actually gonna put the gnome oil on these with the sable brush because they're so small and I don't want to. I usually end up making a big mess around them and I have to fix that later. Just be real precise with it. Yeah. Also, actually doing the art streams I think would actually help grow the stream as well for putting us in the art category and showing like actual art. So we'll get some new people through that, and then maybe we can convert a few of them into Warhammer people. Spread the virus. Now your wallets will be empty too. Alright, that's there. That's on there. Let me look at these channel analytics. We'll pull up here real quick. So yeah, we gotta hit oh, what sucks is that we had I did it dumb, and this is when I learned that I should not try anything weird until after I hit affiliate. I did an hour-long like gaming stream on like a Saturday night to see if anything happened. I had like no traffic, so it's like a 1.5 average viewer stream on that. It wasn't super long, but that's what it was. So the let's see, time stream. And then I had a pretty bad Monday stream, all of like, what was that, 2 weeks ago? Nope, week and a half ago. But actually, it might be, unless we had a couple another big 3+ average viewer streams to make up for that like soon, we're actually gonna, yeah, it might be probably another 2 weeks or so. It just totally reset my chat. Okay, well at least I have it on the OBS thing, so I know I didn't miss any messages. Okay, let's try to put the metal highlights on here before the stream ends. Then we'll probably finish this arm. We'll almost definitely finish this arm tonight. Because what time I do have in between streams, I'm going to continue painting this. And I would like to see, best case scenario, this arm and the backpack done tonight. If I'm really efficient... Okay. If I'm really efficient, we might see... this whole guy done tonight. It's unlikely, but maybe. Maybe. I gotta mix in with finishing dinner and doing dishes. But we shall see. The iron breaker. Am I gonna see you around tonight, Venom? About 4 hours from now, roughly. Well, 4 hours, 15 minutes after now will be the next stream. I'll be late, but yeah, probably. Yeah, no, that's cool. Better late than never. Yeah, okay. That's my challenge tonight. I like to challenge myself. Finish this guy tonight. Unlikely, and I rarely actually meet the challenges that I've set for myself because I'm ambitious. But I'm gonna try. Try to finish this guy tonight. And then tomorrow, get a decent way into the next guy. That's my goal. Yeah, sorry, the quirk makes it real hard for you guys to actually see what I'm doing here, but I don't know what to tell you. I will say, I have learned this commission. I do enjoy painting chainsaw teeth. I don't know what it is. It just the angles of it are nice. I think it's the curve. I need more paint. Oh yeah, Venom, if you ever get to playing, you'll really like Strike. That guy's amazing. He's not like remotely close to game breaking or anything. He can do a lot of stuff. A lot of different things. Just not a thing a lot of characters have. He has so many keywords and so many synergies within Raven Guard. It's awesome. Nice. A few minutes left. Alright. Let's start on the red, I guess. Or, actually, let's do the Van Brace, icon. What do I want to make this? Let's just do it silver. Let's not make it complicated, I guess. So I'm gonna be using Army Painter Plate Mail Metal for this, because I'm trying to get like a silver going on. Not like a super bright silver or like a platinum, but just a maybe like just a shiny metal. I also really like the Army Painter Metallics. Put Ashes Granite down as a base with some Nuln Oil, and I did something to give it more brownish, muddy hue, looking for a muddy consistency. Grab some Agrax Earthshade and throw this all over it. Let it dry. Do it in like blotches, like not like a full coat, but like blotch it up. Unless you want like the whole thing to be brown and then some of it black and white. Not black and white, black and brown. Like just yeah, blotched around. Oh, thanks for the follow, Exo. Exo Chosen. Awesome. I am also quite sorry you came right at the end of the stream. We are wrapping up in a few minutes. But thank you for the follow. For reference, if you're around, yeah, I'll be back today in about 4 hours for my second stream. Congrats on excellent decision, Exo. Oh, now you got me thinking about Destiny again. It's Exos, you know. But yeah, I'm Ave Dominus Nox. A Night Lord, I see. And I'll be asleep in 4 hours. Well, okay. So I can only give you Eastern time zones. I can't do the math in my head for wherever you might be. For reference, right now it's about to be 4 p.m. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 to 4, and then 8 to 10. So 2 to 4 p.m. It's 10 p.m. So 8 p.m. for you. Ironically, that's the timeline of my second stream. So 8 to 10, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, p.m. for you would be my stream schedule for your future reference. Also, nice to have a Night Lord. I am doing a White Scars commission. I actually play Raven Guard. I play a very angry Raven Guard. Angry Raven Guard that want a piece of you. Actually, as a Night Lord, you'll like the model I just recently finished and posted. Oh, thank you. I took some angry inspiration. Yeah. My, I just knocked the cannon off. Into my paint water, no less. This is what I get for trying to show off. That's right. Yeah, the other last cannon popped off because these are all magnetized. Yeah. I thought of putting a Night Lord bit on this because I have Word Bearer up here. I'll get a close up for that, for the rune work I put so much work into on there. Iron Warriors and an Alpha Legion. I thought of Night Lords. Not a transfer. That is freehand. Which I'm slowly getting better at. There actually is a VOD of that. But you have to, it's no longer on Twitch, you have to go onto my YouTube channel for that. I recommend using Command YouTube or Command Links. Links will get you Linktree. which will get you all of those, all that stuff. Including my tutorials, because I do paintings tutorials. Which you can find those on my Instagram, YouTube, or my Discord. Pop up command Discord if you want to join the Discord, which I would vastly suggest, because there is some stuff you get with that. Not a lot of stuff right now, I'm working on more stuff, but you'll be able to take part in polls, which I got a couple coming up, which will affect stuff on stream. Like, did my camera freeze? Oh no, there we go. I had a call incoming. Apparently my incoming calls freeze my camera, because this is actually my phone. Get back to my Mauler Fiend. Yeah, do your Mauler Fiend, man. Join the Discord and send pictures of your Mauler Fiend. It's a bunch of picture channels. I don't know what's up with this. I have to get ready for my exam tomorrow. Well, I'm done with uni in a year. Yeah, there you go. I'm hoping by the end of this year I'm done with this White Scars commission, because, good lord, I'm so done with white. Trying to switch the music here. Because I have now painted 15 of these guys, and an apothecary. And man, this is taking me way too long, and I still have a bunch of guys left. Probably looking at the end of the year for them to be done. And that's me, like, painting, like, basically full-time. Oh, there's all my links. My timer got you for me. It's fine. Like I was saying before, give it 6 months and Venom Rat over there will be surpassing me. Bloody Maniac posted a picture of his first mini, and it was like looked just like one of my minis 2 years in. I'm like, what the? How dare you? Why am I grabbing red? I was trying to do the Vanguard thing. I'm getting distracted, even though I should be ending here. But all of a sudden, I have a bunch of people in here, so I don't want to end, but I have stuff to do. Like my Twitch stats. I have been thinking about extending some of my streams an hour later. Instead of only doing 2 hours, but I need something I need to like get a stable schedule going on. But I kind of have that now. I kind of have some systems in place and stuff. Also, why is like this is still getting weighed out? I don't know. So potentially going forward, I'll be going a lot longer. Maybe not a lot longer, but like an hour longer. 3-hour streams. 3 to 5, 8 to 11. It does put me right at like my normal dinner time. 11. I see your Mauler Fiend. How dare you say nowhere near my level? That looks amazing. Yeah, I just saw it just as you sent the message. It's so much trim. Oh, it's no, definitely. I have thought, you know, should I start making a decent amount of money anytime in the near future, I might start like a Black Legion army. That trim does not give me much confidence, man. Because I already have so much highlighting. Oh my guys, yo. I'm used to the black, but usually it ends at black. It's not, oh, let's also throw like bronze around it. Like, oh, thanks. Especially if like by then I actually get good at non-metallic metal and it's like, no, kill me. It hurts if the metal needs down a layer. Oh no, I can tell. I know. I know. I was wondering if it was airbrush. It looked airbrush. Yeah, the blue's airbrush. Pretty good on the blue airbrush, yo. That's some good soup. Yes, I need to invest in the airbrush. Dude, you couldn't tell from the Sakaran, man? How do you think I did all the lights and the cannon? That's all airbrush, yo. Yeah, you can't really get results like that with a brush. It just doesn't look like that. You can't get OSL of that nature. Also, this is my Alpha Legion head here, is airbrushed. For a new picture of when I was before the trim, going to paint white stripes in the lighter areas to make the lighting. Are you doing non-metallic metal, my friend? You doing the NMM? NMMMM? No. Oh man, that looks awesome. Oh, I see what you mean. The weight is the lightning, not weight on the. I think I meant weight on the metal, and I'm like, he's doing non-metallic metal over here with metallics. Baller. But no, I see what you mean. That is really cool, man. Man, welcome to the community. I like this stuff. I wish to see more. I've just been sitting over here like, I painted black good. No need air for paint. I don't know, man. Man, if my viewer count keeps pumping up right now, because it is, I guess I'm just continuing the stream. I'll punch in the other stuff I gotta do, like, harder, I guess. Do it faster. I always slowly get in and getting an airbrush and getting better. It's so useful. My big thing was priming, yo. I live in New England, where the weather is nuts. It is either... we have, like... Okay. So we have a joke in New England. Particularly in Rhode Island, the state I'm in particular. We have 4 seasons. It's almost winter, winter, still winter, and road construction. It's either really cold and or really wet, or it's warm and really wet. So priming with cans, nightmare. I don't know how so many of my friends still do it. Like you know, my real life, you know, in my local game group. I don't know how so many of them still do it with a can. I don't get it. As soon as I got an airbrush, it was like, I am never held up by priming. I just pull over my airbrush, turn it on, and prime a guy. Prime like individual minis for painting. Because I generally paint in sub-assemblies like this. So yeah, like airbrush, amazing. Oh yeah, I love this track. I need to get I definitely need to make sure this one gets on the playlist. I don't know why I even like this track, but I really like this track. That's Gnarly EXO and LS are such a fun scheme. They do have a fun scheme. I would love to do some Night Lords for a commission someday, maybe. Yeah, doing their lightning thing would be really cool, and it'd be really cool practice for that kind of stuff. You can use that in a lot of places, I think, like beyond just Night Lords. Maybe not necessarily like with blues, but just like that painting technique, you know? really do. I need to figure out where to get trophies for the vehicles and characters, though, like flayed bodies, arms, etc. I have a 3D printer, but it's only a 2K, so it's not great with just tiny items. Here's what you do. Skulls. Box of skulls. Flat out. Just so many skulls. It's amazing. Flayed flesh. Green stuff. The stuff on my tank, green stuff. Like, all these, let's see. The only bit of, like, hide on here that's not is this. This piece right here is not hide. I mean, not green stuff. That is, this also is wiggly because it's actually magnetized for transport. It sticks a little bit, but this can pop out for transport. So I can actually take it to games and pop this little standard thing back in, and then, that's good. All these is just green stuff. I'm thinking now that I've figured out the technique for it, making a tutorial for it, is not that complicated, really. Not that crazy. You already have the box skulls. Very good. As for pieces of stuff, where is this? Where'd that piece come from? That came from... Oh, the first couple editions of Imperium Magazine gives you some Necrons, for bits. There's also just, like, getting, flayed bodies, arms, etc. Yeah, it's hard. If I was selling sisters meat and a marine meat, there's some now IP. That sounds awesome. Sisters meat. I can't even. I refuse. Alright, I'm gonna continue back to paint. Oh yeah, I gotta put this last cannon back on now. It's like mostly dried. Pop that back on. That bad boy. That tank, by the way, the Relic Sakaran Venator, that thing is a monster on the table. That thing pops vehicles like in one go. It's like scary when the odd character, which happened a lot at a recent tournament. I'm afraid to Google sister made. Yeah, no, don't. That's correct. The what do you call it? Oh, the tournament. Surprisingly, commonly, enemy characters kept ending up out in the open where the Vandar could shoot them with his like main cannon. Oh, there were some Jukari and some Necrons that just ceased to exist on any plane. Green man meets what I need, or green skins meet. So yeah, just like skins, green stuff. Like green stuff. Mix, you mix the two pipes together, you flatten out a little bit into, vaguely triangular shape. Then you X-Acto knife some tears into it, and then you're good. Basically. Tabletop. So, do the highlight in this, and then I guess I'm working on the shoulder trim, because, if people are going to be watching, I'm not going to stop. At least not so, like, cutoff would be at 5, so now 45 minutes. Like, I definitely can't go longer than that, but I can give up an hour for the peoples. And my stats. Yeah. As an orc player, I refuse. As a friend of several orc players, give me your orc skulls. That box of skulls has been great for that. Just like, which is also good because like the Raven Guard have been fighting a lot of orcs lately in the lore. That looks pretty good, I think. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna do more better. I almost said more better. Well, no, that actually does make sense. I'm gonna do more better shading around it when I get to the white shade, that narrow recess shade for the white armor. Yeah. It's just completely lost my train of thought again. Don't mind me. Just slowly going insane for painting too much white. Need a colorful dead orc heads to decorate all my black Raven Guard bases though. I mean, he's not wrong. Like EXO, you as a Night Lord player stepped into a server, not a server, a stream where the streamer and the only other person chatting in the chat are both Raven Guard players. So, you know, there's a lot of emo going on right now. Actually, more goth. Emo is like the Word Bears and Iron Hands. There's a lot of goth going on. Raven Guard aren't even emo, really, except for our Ash Blinded. The ones with the Sable... What's it called? I don't remember. Those are some cool bits. I just saw the Space Marine meat. That's pretty cool. If they weren't Primaris, I'd consider picking some up to use for downed Chaos guys, but those are all clearly Mark 10. No problem. Need inspiration for a chapter to paint the corpse under my possessed. Ah! My friend put dust protector instead of FEP film into his 3D printer. Oh! I can't imagine that'd be good. Oh, you're still here, Former. Let's see. That is a big oof. How did you... Not you. How did he... How'd the guy... How do you manage that? Like, usually those packages are pretty well marked. I don't understand that one. I don't get it. Also, this must be the... Oh, never mind, went away. We had a big 7 for a second for viewer count. Which is like... For... Natural viewer count, like non-raid viewer count, I think it's the highest that I've gone yet. First, now that I said that, watch me get raided. He made a fun of me for not saying technical stuff like all her other friends. Well, now you can make sure he never forgets that. I feel superior to him, and you should. You should feel dumb. That is Shia LaBeouf, right? Is that Shia LaBeouf? Shia LaBeouf. It looks like Shia LaBeouf to me, but then again, I look at Shia LaBeouf like constantly. So I actually have a picture of him doing the Do It video. You're good, EXO. Like a remixed picture of him doing the Do It video on my wall. So I think he's absolutely hilarious. Actually, just recently, because I needed something completely different from my normal stuff to paint to, I recently went through all but the last Transformers movie, because I own them all on Amazon. And I was going to do the 6th, or 5th, or whatever it is. The 6th? Yeah, no, 5th. 5. Last night. But then, new Critical Role came out, so now I'm working my way through that, as I'm trying to keep up, trying desperately to keep up with that. Why did I still have a non-oil out? That away. Alright, it's kind of a weird, goofy track. I don't think I'm caring for it. Tried to watch CR, but never got into it. Well, did you start at the beginning? The gene seed still be saved in marine looks like one of those marine meats. If the gene seed thing, like the progenitor gland itself, isn't damaged, and there's two of them, by the way. There's one in the throat and one in the chest. Not the throat, but like in the neck. One in the chest. So like, yes. Like, yeah, no, you could still harvest it from that by my knowledge. Yeah, I knew we were talking about gene seed. By my understanding, yes, it could be pretty beat to crap, and you could still get the gene seed out of it. Because it's kind of its own. I just clone more gene seeds. Because cloning in 40k is really weird for everyone except Fabius Bile. But Fabius Bile is like a prodigy amongst apothecaries, which are space marines with perfect memory and recall, and live for hundreds of years, if not thousands, for the rare ones that actually live that long or are, you know, in the Eye of Terror. So, like, cloning hard. Cloning tech is super rare, usually frowned upon, at least in the Imperium. That's a rumor, to be clear. To my knowledge, that is not actually, like, absolutely confirmed, but is highly suggested and believed by most people. Also, Voton clue. Voton have Gold Age of Technology tech. Or Dark Age technology, depending on how you want to look at it. So, they kind of get a pass. They also have AI, which, you know, the rest of the Dark Imperium does not. It's also one of those things where, like, Space Marines doing stuff out of tradition, not out of efficiency, which they do a lot of, if you hadn't noticed. Like, I'm of the opinion that Gilliman was dumb with the 1,000-man limit. Like, sure, split them into chapters, but limiting it to 1,000, like, there's no way that actually conquers worlds. Like, that's ridiculous. The 40k's never really gone scale right, to be fair. To be fair, no sci-fi series has really gotten scale correct. This is actually one of my favorite discussions I have about 40k is scale. Also, Dark Angels have cloning? That's news to me. I gotta look that up. I have no knowledge of Dark Angels having cloning of any kind. So, like, I haven't watched any of his content in a while, but for, like, a good number of years. I should start listening to his content again once I catch up with my other stuff. like watching any of Rings of Power. Because I have multiple people asking, like, wanting to talk to me about it, because I know a lot about Lord of the Rings. And I haven't seen it yet. And I could just binge it in one night, but I just haven't gotten to it. But Isaac Arthur on YouTube. He is a former military engineer and studies a lot of, like, sci-fi futurism stuff. But so he makes videos on what that stuff would look like in reality. And he's had a channel going on for, like, years, like 7 years at least. He's got a lot of stuff covered, and man, the numbers. Space Crusades less combatants than World Wars. Oh yes, they do have cool Dark Age of Technology tech, maybe some cloning as well. Tau do cloning. Do Tau do cloning? Tau do cloning? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but yeah. Anyway, the Imperium, million worlds for that range of the galaxy? Nah. Like, basically, here's what I do in my head. A lot of time, when I stop and think about it, I'll take whatever number they're giving me in 40k, and I'll just add another 0 on it. So it's like Warhammer 400k. And that makes a lot of numbers a lot more, like digestible for, like, what you should be looking at. Because, like, we're dropping 1,000,000 guardsmen on them. The sledgehammer, the emperor. I'm like, nah, man. We dropped more than that on D-Day. Like, Bright Sword's a clone? Oh, really? I did not know that. Granted, I'm not super big on Tau lore, to be honest. Especially not, like, super new Tau lore. Warhammer 400k. Yeah, basically. Like, yeah, company of Space Marines. 1,000 Space Marines. That makes sense. That could hold down, like, a continent. I could kind of believe that. With their, like, air support and everything else and all that stuff. 10 million guardsmen? Yeah, it's significant. Sometimes, though, you gotta add on more zeros. Like, sometimes it's a power of 10. Like, straight up. Like, we're always using the word billions in 40k. We should be using trillions or quadrillions. Like, straight up. Terra, quadrillion plus people. The Ultramarines, at the height of the Great Crusade, 10 million or more. Like, even, like, 100 million Space Marines? I'd believe that. That would actually make the Horus Heresy anywhere close to the scale that they keep trying to pawn it off as. Like, all the legions should be way bigger. Way bigger. You're telling me that the Raven Guard at their height was only 90,000 Marines? Are you kidding me? That was wiping out entire space-age civilizations? No. I don't care how super soldier you are. That don't make sense. I also don't think Space Marines should drive their tanks and their vehicles. That I'm okay with. Especially fighters. That makes a lot of sense with planes. Anything that flies. And here's why. What's the biggest skill thing involved with flying? Reflexes. And endurance, because of the G's. Because remember, they don't use AI. Like, the Imperium doesn't use AI, so you can't say AI. And servitors are only circumspect. So, we can't do that. So, it's actually come up in several books. Like, one of the Siege of Terra books, they mentioned how it was a big thing. In Astartes fighter pilot is, like, one of the most terrifying things you can, like, come across in a aerial or void combat scenario. Because their reflexes are basically unmatched. On top of their recall, on top of their what's the other thing that I was just thinking of? Oh, endurance. So they can take the G's. Oh, hey, XO, we're talking about Space Marine, 40k scale and Space Marines as pilots. So, like, in atmosphere, being able to take G's like a Space Marine can, huge deal. Because they can do turns that no normal human could ever pull off. In their recall, I would more fear orc pilots in space. Orcs don't have the reflexes Space Marines do. Like, actually, I'm gonna jump universes here. It's always random BS go. When his reflexes, all he needs more DACA. I mean, fair. You get enough flack in the air, you're kind of screwed. Oh, read. What was the name of the novel? The first 1,000 Suns book in the Horus Heresy. They actually go over this. They're having a giant invasion drop onto a planet. They were talking about how they made, because there's so many psychers in it, a neural link centered around a few of their best psychers and Magnus. So they had everyone able to look out and see everything and dodge stuff like super well. Like they flew in and dropped a full invasion force into a fortress and took like 2 or 3 asset casualties and all of that. Like out of hundreds, which is bonkers good. Because, you know, reflexes and they also had slight like future seeing and stuff. Farsight is able to rewrite Codex Astartes just from watching them. You can expect about Space Marine. Yeah, right. Yeah, Farsight can do that, and yeah, imagine what Space Marines can do. Bring Soul Hunter. The Night Lords. I've read the entire Night Lords trilogy plus one. However many of those there are. The Night Lords series by Aaron Debsky-Bowden. I read the whole thing. It's amazing. I read it. All of my reading now is through Audible. I've listened to it. The Audible is really good, by the way. The voices are real good. Like, it's really good voice acting and stuff. Amazing. Aaron Debsky-Bowden is such a baller. Septimus best boy, you are correct. He is the best boy. I do... Oh, I don't want to spoil stuff. I don't know if you're there yet. Anytime they're talking about Terminator armor or dreadnoughts in that book is awesome. In that series, I really like how they get the scale to feel correct for those platforms. Don't you dare. Yeah, I'm just gonna say in general. Like, in general, I love it when or just in general, ADB in any of his novels. Like, it came up in Black Legion too. Anytime he talks about dreadnoughts or Terminator armor, I feel like he gets it right. He seems to understand what it means to wear Terminator armor, use Terminator armor, face Terminator armor, and both get beaten and to beat Terminator armor. Well, other authors just do whatever they need for the plot. ADB actually seems to like take like a lot of the what that stuff means. If you're gonna include somebody in Terminator armor, you better know what that actually means for what you can do with it and against it, etc., etc. Absolutely make some Atramentar. I love how snarky they are towards each other. Me too, man. Because that's how I am with, like, basically everybody. Especially back when I had, like, a normal job. That's how I was with, like, everybody. I was straight up like that. Not even joking. Dude, all the snark. Here's the thing, though. You deliver it right, people love it. Like, my first job was retail. I worked retail for 4 years, and I was one snarky dude. It's fine. I said something coming out. How specific you are. Yeah. Yep. So good. After you finish the Night Lord books, if you haven't read them yet, read Black Legion. Both the Black Legion books. Black Legion and the Talon of Horus. They're really good Chaos books. Yeah. What are we looking at? 4:30? Okay. I can push this out another half hour. It's good. It's good. I might make this a regular thing, depending. What's the trilogy? Yeah. Lords of Silence is really good too. Isn't that the Necron book? Lords of Silence. Or is that not a Night Lord one? Maybe I just missed that one. Death Guard. Oh yeah, no, I remember now. Thank you. It's just one of the modern books. It's one of like the. Yeah, I haven't read that yet, even though I want to. Because I wanna, like, I've read all of the Dark Imperium ones. Like, I want to know exactly what's going on in the modern day. Because I actually, honestly, lore-wise, I like the Primaris era writing. Maybe not necessarily how they interpret them. I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I can see both ways, but at least, like, the fighting and the plot development of the modern era stuff, like, I'm all over it. Like the Plague Wars and seeing the Primaris in action and the character interaction of the Space Marines, like meeting them for the first time and trying to incorporate them, and the Primaris trying to figure out where they fit and everything. I think it's all really cool. I'm all about it. Alright, that's the highlights. Time to add the ink. Because I blend it all together with ink. Not very happy at the end of God Blades. Death Guard player. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Also, come on. Did you really think you were going to win that? Let's be real. Especially after how the book before that ended. Villain's plot armor is thicker than Nurgle himself. Well, no, it's more like the Emperor getting involved. Which he already was getting involved. So, like, on multiple fronts. I really like that book. I've listened to it several times now. You know, our other amazing books? And I can't wait for the last one to come out. Like, that's gonna derail whatever it is I'm reading at the time. Because I'm just gonna buy that flat out if I need to. The Eisenhorn series and the current Beckwin trilogy that we're waiting for the last one on, I'm waiting for, with bated breath. Also, real quick, this is the mug I'm drinking out of. Warning, this is a coffee mug, not a brush rinse cup. These are actually my own mugs that I sell at Command Merch on my website. Oh yeah, I bought Xenos the other day. I plan to read it. It's the Eisenhorn series is some of my favorite books of all time. Period. Like, just flat out. Like it doesn't really get better Dan Abnett than the Eisenhorn books. Like, they're so good. I've listened to Xenos like 20 plus times, I think. Because like early on, it was one of my first like 40k books I got on Audible. And I've only really ever gotten Audible books through the free credits. So, like, for a while, like, all I had was, like, Xenos. It was, like, Dark Imperium, Xenos, and, like, the Damocles Crusade book, I think. And then Blood Angels one against Tyranids. I just kept listening to them over and over again while I'm doing... Because I would use them while I was doing... any kind of tasking, you know, housework, which I was doing housework, and at the time I was working a business with my ex, where like I was doing a lot of like renovation type stuff, both of like the shop space and like furniture and stuff. So I was just like mindless hand labor, a lot of it. So I would just be listening to books like that, like all day. Now that I can listen to like and at the time I couldn't listen like listening to YouTube wasn't really a thing because I didn't have YouTube Premium at the time, so I would just drain my battery. My phone battery is so fast and hard. And other times it didn't have Wi-Fi access, so yeah, Audible was kind of the go-to. Now that I have YouTube, it's hard to get back. You know, I still listen to the books when doing like dishes and laundry and crap, but when painting, it's just basically all YouTube content now, or you know, the occasional Twitch stream. When painting, when not streaming me painting anyway. I have an hour 15 to university. I get through a lot of the audiobooks in that time. Yeah, that makes sense. That's like, if it's hour 15 both ways, you know, 2.5 hours. Yeah, you could get through. Yeah, you could get through a book a week, easy. And I'm remembering the Eisenhower books. They have so many good characters in them. Some of the best. Like, you think Septimus is a cool, like, supporting character? Man, wait till you read through the Eisenhorn books. Eisenhorn and Ravener and then Beckwin. Yeah, man, they're so good. They're so good. At times, they don't even feel like 40k, but at the same time, feel like the most 40k it ever gets. Like real in the thick of it 40k, you know? Because you see so much of, like, the normal Imperium that's not, like, Space Marines running around. Like, you see Space Marines occasionally, but, like, it's mostly just, like, humans. And then when you see a space marine, you actually like feel like it's a space marine. Like, you know, people see space marines and some of them just start throwing up because they're in shock because it's a space marine. It's so good. Oh yeah, I gotta put yeah, oof, yeah, no, seriously, space. When you read the Horus Heresy books, they talk about sometimes there's a specific kind of PTSD specific to to shock from seeing a space marine in combat action because it's so brutal, so fast, so overwhelming, especially running at you. Oh, by the way, that she was your mother seen in Sonar. Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, it makes perfect sense considering Nostromo. Like that be Nostromo for you. You know, from what I hear, basically Philadelphia in real life now. That's Philly. um, no, it actually sounds like South Providence here. You don't go to South Providence. You just don't. South Providence is where non-natives go to die. Now I mean like native, like native. I mean people that don't live in South Providence. Just a lot of crime down there. A lot of crime. South Providence is a region of the capital city Providence of my home state of Rhode Island, for reference for non-Americans. I'm sure most Americans could infer what that meant, but you know, let's jump this track. Is Philly worse than Detroit? Not really. It's just it's a common joke, especially after the whole what was it called? Um, what's it called when you Hitchbot? Okay, it's a story about Hitchbot. I actually learned this from a Russian Badger video about his Enlisted video, which actually got me into playing Enlisted, and I've been playing that for like 8 months. Hitchbot. Hey Kara. Hitchbot. The story of Hitchbot is this like bot-looking thing that was made as a social experiment to see about human cooperativity and compassion and stuff. So it could only travel from place to place by hitchhiking. It would have a sign about like hitchhiking. And in Canada, it made it from coast to coast. In the U.S., it started in Philadelphia and never made it out. It got destroyed. And everyone is like, that's Philly. So yeah, it's kind of a joke. That the city of brotherly love is what Philadelphia like means and what used to be called. Not so much that anymore. What do we got left in this guy? I think it's just the white armor. So I'm gonna clean up the hard red messes, and then in reality that'll probably be the end of the stream because that'll probably take me right till 4 because cleaning up white takes absolutely forever. By the way, people that wanna know the paint scheme for how I paint this white, there is now a tutorial. It's just under 7 minutes long and takes you through the entire painting of a leg from start to finish. Every step, all the paints, all the brushes, the techniques. And that's on my Instagram, on my YouTube, and in my Discord. You can get all of those through the chat. Or if you're watching the VOD, you're probably already on YouTube. So just go to the tutorials playlist. You got command links, command Discord, command YouTube, command Insta, and get all those. All right, bit of that spot's over. Moving on. But for current reference, I am actually tainting my white right now by accident because this brush is not fully cleaned. Let's try cleaning this brush more and then go back to fixing the white, which is Army Painter Matte White, for reference. So yeah, I think at this rate, we can get through by the end of tonight's stream. I think we can get through this arm and the backpack. This arm's actually almost done. Arms are usually pretty quick for the white armor bits. Like the shading is really quick on them. The highlighting isn't too bad. Backpack will take a little longer. The part we're actually right now doing the part that usually takes the longest time individually, and it's cleaning up the red. There's always some red mess. Unlike like the black or the metal or stuff, like it doesn't not covered by the shader nearly as well. Oh yeah, with this viewer account, we're definitely rating someone, by the way. If anyone knows someone that's on in the next 15 minutes, and it's good for rating, do let me know. I do take suggestions for raid targets. But yeah, we'll be raiding in about 15 minutes. If not, I'll find somebody. I'm sure there's someone out there. I generally prefer to go for about the same size or smaller than me. Someone low view count, but if you know someone's really cool and you just want to support them, do throw that in the chat. Oh, hey, there's the link tree. You can find all the places the white tutorial is on there. Above the tabletop to star. My kill team is almost fully Luga. Nice former. Also, yeah, cool. Above the tabletop? Yeah, no, I know him. Decently. I know who he is. I'm following him. So yeah, we're gonna head above the tabletop. That's cool. From one tabletop to another. We're just jumping tables like Death Strike missiles a few editions ago. I didn't play back then, but I've heard the stories where like the Death Strike missile launcher from Imperial Guard, it had infinite range. So it was a common joke of people that were playing a game would call another game store, sometimes across the ocean, and ask if there were any games going on, and then be like, "All right, so this missile lands and does like all these stats." It was pretty funny. To me, has infinite range. yeah, no, he's chill. Yeah, definitely. We can definitely hit above the tabletop. I got through the white cleanup way faster than I expected. I'll get some of these really little bits down here. Please. I don't know if I've been in frame like at all for like a while. This is why I gotta hit affiliates. So I can give you guys the buttons to use like a couple points to like yell at me, get back in frame. Back in frame. What brush? What paint? What model? All that's coming. It's coming. Also some emotes. I got 3 emotes already ready to go, and more emote ideas in the way. I just gotta hit affiliate. Which we're after this stream, we're gonna be pretty freaking close. When a mini can double as cosplay. That. By that you mean like a hollowed out like Titan with like someone's kid. But yeah, no, I got some emotes on the way. I got a lot of plans that are all waiting for me to just hit affiliate, which now is definitively just based on concurrent viewer count, like simultaneous viewer count hitting an average of 3. Which we were sitting at 2.5 as of this morning, and like the last hour has been at like 5 or 6. So like this stream was pretty good to help this up. For all I know, like as of tomorrow, I might hit it. If you know, I have you guys to thank. You guys have been amazing. Gonna do my best to throw that all back at you guys. Yeah, cool emotes like that. Actually, not quite like that exactly. I'm actually hand drawing my own emotes, which is actually gonna be a new thing when I hit affiliate, and I no longer have to worry about like viewer count and stuff. I want either adding streams or maybe some of my streams instead of painting, somehow adding an art stream of me drawing on my tablet, making new emotes, making new merch designs, because you know I make and sell my own merch. Oh nice, the treasure chest. That's pretty good, man. Yeah, drawing them on my tablet. Actually, where's my tablet? I can show the most basic of the emotes coming, which is just table. We only got a few minutes left anyway, so I'm like, whatever. Table. That shall be an emote soon. And then now shall be a platform for many more emotes to come. That's also a template. Table hearts. Table Y. Yes, I have to do some testing on these, but you get the basic concepts. And yeah, drawing those. And I wanted to get you guys in on it too. I want ideas and stuff. Animated table flipping. I might... Give me enough time. I could probably do that. Well, that's the thing. When I have streams, it'd be a lot easier for me to set aside time to make those. Right now, I'm trying to like paint on stream because it's my consistent content. Paint outside stream because it's my work. Has to be a table flipping. I want a table flip. Not used to table flipping. I like that. I also want a table broken. Like just table like just broken in half. Breaking in half. Yeah, I like these ideas. And I want to make them. I want to make them a real thing because these are cool. I need the time to do it though. Where it's like... You know... Like this commission, gotta get done. And I gotta hit affiliate so I can stop worrying about my viewer count. Because then all this stuff actually means something. And I was talking to Venom about all this earlier. Like, I keep pushing the affiliate thing because I want to give you guys the emotes. And then I can make you guys more emotes. Like, I want to give you guys so much stuff. Was there more white to clean up? Before I wrap this up? It's a little bit more in the sword. There. Yeah, so many ideas. Shirt ideas. I got a whole line of Dungeons and Dragons shirts in the works right now based on the races. Not the races, the classes, the main classes. One for each class. And they're all based on like their most meme based like sayings and like it's all the moments where a class gets the glowing red eyes. That's what's kind of based off of. And I have all the, like, the roughs already drawn up for just about all of them. Spill no oil, table flip. Left pane a sprayer, table flip. Broke a piece off you mean was showing it off, table flip. I did that earlier! You saw me do that. That would have been a great time for a table flip or a broken table, because broke your mini, table broke. Every time I stammer and mess up my speaking, I go bip 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 bip. Broken table, table broke, because I am table. I actually go by that in a few different like Discord and gaming servers. I go by I'm a table, because of this brand. I just thought it was funny. I'm a table. So yeah, table broke. Whatever. Is there anything I can do in like 5 minutes? Maybe? None of my None of my painting is ever 5 minutes for anything. I put the one image of cosplay man in the memes in Discord. Go look. I did make a meme channel, didn't I? I was like, I better have made a meme channel. Cosplay-ish mini. Let us see. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that thing's insane. Yeah, it still has my love on it actually, my like or whatever. Yeah, no, that thing's nuts. Mini wargame is great. All right, yeah, let's isn't that G-Link? Yeah, no, I jumped to it. It's pretty awesome. Let me see if I can pull that up on a window cap. Oh, there we go. And all my tabs. Let's jump that. I don't know. Whatever. It's on the internet now. You know what I was doing. I don't think you can tell what any of that is anyway. Yeah. That thing's nuts. That thing's pretty insane. But how many wounds does it have? Enough. Has enough wounds. I legit want to see like an Emperor class Titan stats. Just see what it would take to kill it. Alright, let's find a let's find, oh yeah, we said above the tabletops. We don't gotta find anybody. We can just I don't know what to do with the last like 5 minutes I got. I guess we'll just prep to raid, I don't know. I can I guess I could kind of show off what my new personal project is. Now that the current vendor is done, if it reaches 0, that side wins anyways. The boards are blue. This is true. And the polishing shoes ASMR. I gotta make that friggin' soundtrack thing. I can't find the tab. There's so many tabs. Okay. Need a Lamian medium refill. I did. Oh, this is Lamian medium. I'm just trying to finish this off because I should just pour it into the other one. It's just OCD. I could just put Storm Shield in it. I don't know. Whatever. It's just my weird OCD. Don't worry about it. Don't question it. Definitely don't question it. You don't question an artist's OCD. Like, why do I have a bunch of these empty or somewhat? I still don't even know what this is or why I have this. I think it was for bases for white scars. It's the only thing I can think of why I have this. I should have marked it. Oh, see, this is black on it because airbrush overspray. This was for the Venator cannon. I don't know what this was or why this is. I don't know. I think this is Storm Shield. Why it's in a dropper bottle, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, losing my train of thought. Oh, so my new personal project. Here's a base. It's just a little show and tell, and then we'll do the raid. This is the base. This is gonna be a Terminator Librarian by Vo Wargaming. Yeah, that's his name. VoWargaming.com. This is almost done. I gotta do the highlighting, which is probably gonna be mostly dry brush on the bricks, and then highlight the steel in the back, and then I think it's done. Does this look good, by the way? I've been thinking about this. So most of my terrain on my guys is sandstone on gray, right? So I'm thinking the ruins usually sandstone, but this has got bricks. I didn't want sandstone on sandstone. So sandstone looking plaster, and then gray bricks, which will have dawnstone, dry brush, and stuff, and then a red mortar. Does that look good? Is that kind of like? Is that coherent? I don't know if this actually looks good, like, all together. I don't know. I think it looks good. Now I'll show off the legs, which are partially in progress, that go like so. This guy's got so much in the way of ropes and chains and little details on it. Like, honestly, it's really awesome mini. I can't wait till it's done and just show it off. Even though I'm probably not going to be playing with it till like 10th edition when like Space Marines get good psychic powers again. So this doesn't really fit into my actual lists right now. Maybe for like Psychic Fortress, I don't know. Not so much stuff ignores invulns. I mean, who cares at this point? Alright. I feel like I'm losing people. Let's raid. Maybe it's just me. Getting antsy. So we're raiding above the tabletop. There he is. I should get my tab open for him so I don't have to deal with the ads so I can talk to him. Which is gonna be a raid and run anyway, but it's all good. You guys enjoy the stream, by the way? A good stream? Did we do a good? We panned the white scars? Yeah, let that pre-roll ad, whatever it's called, play out. Good stuff. I'm in and out here at the end of work. Yeah, you're all good. I always appreciate the lurks. Lurks are great. The best. That's not true. I prefer people talking to me, but that's okay. I still appreciate a lurk. You know what I mean. Alright, so yeah, no, he's looks like he's ready to go. He's working on some Centurions. Let's go check out Centurions. And thanks everyone for hanging out. We are out of here. Let's go.